Okay, so this morning I'm starting overnight focaccia bread. In the other video I did one day focaccia, but tonight we're gonna do overnight focaccia. Pretty simple. We're gonna start with our dry ingredients. So we're gonna mix together 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4 cups of flour, we're going to mix together all just the dry ingredients here. And then we're going to add warm water, not too warm, like a little bit warmer than, maybe around 100-degree water. A little bit warmer than body temperature is what I've heard. Just adding that to the mixture now. I'm gonna mix this all up until it's a dough, and then coat in olive oil. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. It's all sticking together. There's really no residual in the bowl. Just gonna kind of get it down into a You just want to kind of scrape the sides of the bowl and get it down in there. And now you want to drizzle a lot of olive oil on here. You don't want this to dry out. So, coating in olive oil, quite a bit of olive oil. You can be very liberal with it. And then, because this is going to sit in the refrigerator, you can leave it in the refrigerator for up to 3 days, but you know, if you want to have it soon-ish, it's a 12 to 18 hours you want to leave in the refrigerator. So I have a waxed cloth that I use to seal the top down. Really want to make sure this doesn't dry out. And then I put foil over top of this. And I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 12 to 18 hours or max 3 days. Keep it nice and cold and keep it moist. Okay, so tomorrow morning I'll be back, and what we're gonna do, I'll just tell you some of the directions. We're gonna punch down the dough or deflate it, transfer it into a parchment lined and oil glazed metal pan, square pan or rectangle pan, and we're gonna cover that for 2 to 4 hours at room temperature until the dough spreads out within the sheet. And then we're gonna put it in the oven at 425 for 25 minutes. And it'll be done. But I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day, And our bread has been in the oven for almost 24 hours. I mean, our bread has been in the refrigerator for almost 24 hours. Okay, so like I said, you wanted to cover it very well to keep that bread moist. You don't want it to dry out or form a crust on the top. Looks perfect. Super moist. Just going to refer to my directions. Okay, let rise, yes. So we're going to deflate the dough or punch it down. Probably even use this. Yeah, you'll almost hear a release of air when you do that. We're going to transfer this to an oiled pan, about a metal oiled pan. So I use a casserole, a metal casserole dish, line it in parchment, and put maybe 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in there. And you want to let the dough slide into the pan. Loosen it up. And kind of just let it slide in. Twist it a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave it just as it is for 2 to 4 hours, depending on your environment. It's pretty cold here, so it might be close to 4 hours. Covered at room temperature. And I like to cover it with a baking sheet. And the dough, how you can figure out if it's ready, it's mostly if the dough spreads itself out in the pan. It should almost take up the lower pan's size. And then we'll go in and dimple and bake it. So, what time is it now? It's almost 11 o'clock, so I guess I'll check it around 1, and then around 3 o'clock. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it, but I'm thinking I'm gonna need to do closer to 4 hours until I bake it. So I'm just gonna leave this here on the table, and I'll turn the camera back on in 2 to 4 hours. Okay, so it's been 4 hours. I went out shopping, so I didn't even check it at the 2-hour point. Yes. So you see how it's grown almost to the size of the pan, really spread out. Now we're gonna do the dimpling. So lots of olive oil, so I'm not gonna add any extra olive oil. I'm just gonna do what I did last time and kind of put it on there. Ooh, it's so soft. It's gonna be so good. Smells lovely too. And there's some bubbles in it as well. You can kind of just tell when it's ready. Wash my hands. I'll show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to use some pink truffle sea salt, fine sea salt. I'm just going to cut a little bit over the top of it. And this is ready to go into the oven now. And let me just tell you the temperature. So we're going to transfer it to the oven immediately once it preheats. at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for around 25 minutes or more until the top is golden brown. That's how you know it's ready. But yeah, can't wait to try it. You can also put like little pieces of olive and pepper on the top, even rosemary. But I'm just doing a plain one for my first overnight focaccia bread loaf. And then probably like in future videos, we'll do some fun ones. Okay, the oven just went off. Lowest rack. Setting my timer for 25 minutes. Might need a little bit more because I live at a higher elevation, but I'll let you know that when I take it out or when it's done, and then I'll show you a video of it when it's complete. Okay, see you then. Okay, just took it out of the oven and I just lift the parchment up out of the pan. But it looks so good. You could even get it a little bit more toasty on top. I did do 5 more minutes. I did 30 minutes instead of 25 minutes. Like I said, I was gonna mention the time that I did. But I think most people with other ovens are gonna need it at 25, but I live in a high elevation, so that's why I have to do this. But yeah, it turned out really good. Can't wait to cut into it later. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna maybe do some other videos where I like put the olives and like the little accoutrements in it. But okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.